How's it going there, Pokemon fans? My name is Ovi, and today I'm going to talk to you about something that normally I don't talk about in the channel. Even though I am Pokemon based, I've only made probably 2 videos on Pokemon Go. I never really got into it, but there's some article I was reading today that really caught my attention, and I thought it was somewhat hilarious. And I wanted to share with you my thoughts and probably why we should see this coming and maybe even making Pokemon Go unplayable. Well, we'll see. It is about a lawsuit that took place since 2016 of homeowners complaining of people, especially young guys, hanging around their houses. So let's talk about that. It is no secret that Pokemon Go was a huge success from the start, and it still is. I mean, it was able to bring out all those Gen 1ers from the woodwork, right? I'm just kidding. But you cannot deny it attracted huge masses of old and new players, so much that it was all over the news and almost everyone was talking about it. We got to hear some fun stories and some horrible ones, like people dying because of Pokemon Go. Needless to say, some of these stories were true and others were manufactured in order to create hype. And as we say in the community, it was all for the views. Not everyone got into Pokemon Go, however, and this created confusion for many as to why there were huge gatherings of people using their phones and running around like maniacs. I mean, who could ever forget the famous Vaporeon Stampede?
Look at this! There's a Vaporeon that spawned right there, so everyone's running.
There's a what there? Did you tell me you're
There's a Vaporeon.
As you know, Pokemon Go uses public places as well as locations with historical value to represent their Pokestops and gyms. On top of that, you're able to place lures at Pokestops in order to attract more Pokemon and even more people, since players around can benefit as well. And here's where the lawsuit comes into play. Some of these Pokestops or even gyms are people's homes, who were surprised to see gatherings of people outside their houses, sometimes pointing their phones at it.
There were 3 people standing outside my house, not only standing outside my house, but looking at my house through their phones.
I'm sure homeowners became paranoid until they found out what was really happening, and a group of them sued Niantic, claiming that, quote, Niantic's game had encouraged players to trespass on their property, sometimes blocking their driveway with cars, peering into their windows, and littering or damaging property, end quote. The question is, what does this all mean for you, the players? Well, there's going to be some small changes. Basically, anyone can request for their property to be removed as a Pokestop or a gym, and Niantic has agreed to process the cases within 15 days, which means that some of the places that you might frequent might disappear. Public places such as parks can also request that gyms and Pokestops only appear during open hours. And finally, if you plan to join a raid, keep in mind that if there are more than 10 people around you, you might get a message that says, quote, be courteous to others and respectful of their real world surroundings. My question to you is, which side are you on? Do you believe that the homeowners were justified to sue Niantic, or they should have just gone after the people that actually broke the law? Don't forget to let me know in the comments below, and I hope you enjoyed this type of news kind of video. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.